Hey guys, Coach Sam here coming at you live. It's Friday, February 16th, 2024, and we are hitting arms. Get you guys nice and pumped out today. So to start with, we've got our pre-fatigue bandy gun pump. It's going to be 4 rounds of 50 banded hammer curls and a 50 banded tricep press downs. So for this is specifically meant to be extremely metabolically excruciating, where we're pumping a lot of blood into your muscles very quickly and in a very short amount of time. So you can set up, you can use one band or two bands. So for the banded hammer curls, simply sip on the band, pin your arms to your side, bang out 50, and then wrap the same band or another band around a pull-up bar or some sort of upright mechanism. And then, on these tricep press downs, try to spread your arms apart at the bottom just slightly and get a little bit of a squeeze there for those 50 reps. Rest no more than about 60 seconds between your rounds and keep banging those out. Now, if you have access to a cable column, you can also conduct the same complex with the rope attachment. You can do rope hammer curls and then rope tricep press downs as well across the same rep scheme. All right, now moving on to our heavy mechanical loading movement. It is our sevens. It's going to be 7 sets of 7 chin-ups, which is a supinated grip, meaning your palms are facing you, immediately into 7 dumbbell neutral grip flat bench. So on the chin-ups, there's going to be some compounding fatigue here, not just from the chin-ups themselves as you go over 7 sets, but also keep in mind you just did 200 banded hammer curls. So if need be, feel free to utilize some band assistance to start with, and then try to build up, maybe adding some load towards the end. But if you have to use band assistance the whole time, that's perfectly fine. We want to make sure that you're concentrating on contracting and stretching your muscle on the way up and the way down. So you can also, if you have issues with your wrist or your shoulder doing supinated grip pull-ups, you have access to a neutral grip attachment or pull-up rig, you're welcome to do that as well. So after your chin-ups, you're going to go immediately into 7 dumbbell neutral grip flat bench. So on this movement, you're going to take 2 dumbbells. You can do this on the ground or on a bench, and you're going to simply keep your elbows pinned to your side of the dumbbells in neutral grip. You're going to come down to the bottom position and then come up to the top there. And make sure you're getting a good, nice stretch and squeeze your triceps on the top. And then another way to potentially load this is using a Swiss or a football bar, kind of like a close grip floor press variation. If you don't have heavy enough dumbbells, you don't have the variation of dumbbells that you'd like, you can also utilize that as well. All right, moving on. So we have our concentration work superset. It's 3 sets of barbell skull crushers into double arm curls with decreasing reps going from 15s to 12s to 10s. So the barbell skull crusher, you guys can leverage a straight bar or easy bar. You're going to want to come down nice and slow, take a little bit of a pause there, and then contract at the top. Now, for the double arm curl, a nice tip to give you guys is on the way up, try to rotate your pinky in, and that will help you get a really good squeeze and contraction on the top. And then also on the way down, try to keep your palm facing you the whole time as long as you can. You'll notice a difference in how the stretch feels for whenever you keep your palm facing you versus when you rotate your wrists on the way down. So eventually the compounding fatigue may force you to rotate your wrist, but try to keep your hand facing you as long as you can for that negative or eccentric portion of that double arm curl. All right, now moving on for our next piece of concentration work, it's going to be a bench dip and crush grip crush grip dumbbell curl superset. So for the bench dips, you can utilize 2 benches or 2 boxes. You can elevate your feet and add plates. Just have your feet elevated or don't have your feet elevated. Have your feet on the ground. So you have multiple scaling and loading options depending on where you are and what you're comfortable with. Committing 12 reps with a 2-second down and a 1-second pause on the bottom. Immediately into 15 crush grip dumbbell curls. That means you're holding the dumbbell in this position here, grabbing the outer edge of the dumbbell, and you're going to conduct a curl up and then a nice 3-second count down with a good stretch at the bottom there. And, that'll kind of cash you guys out for the day and arm day. And then we've got our conditioning work. We have our optional CrossFit work with Elizabeth. We have our optional grunt work with some a 400 meters sled drag with dumbbell farmer's carry. That sounds like a pretty interesting and tough way to cash you out for the day. Give it a try. Let us know what you think about that. And then we have some energy system development with some bike intervals there on the Echo Bike, 30 seconds of max effort, and then a 30-second rest for 10 rounds. And then we have our optional core work and our optional Thunder Broga. And then if you guys are in a 30-day shred program, make sure you're hitting your fasted cardio. You guys are doing your check-ins in the 30-day shred group. And then if you're on a Thunder Bro family page, post your training videos, our weekly challenges, and then hit us up on the Trainer Row. Can be on the whiteboard app. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns. All right, guys, enjoy your arm day.